Hey guys, it's Jinx Summer coming at you from my computer, and this is my new creative sim for my little, uh, dang it, my misfit sims. I think that's what I call them. Either that or like my mix and match sims. I don't remember. It's probably gonna be in the title. Let's go with that. It'll be in the title, okay, guys? So you know, whatever this is. But anyways, uh, hi, I'm Jinx Summer. If you guys are new to my channel, I make some videos, I do creative sims, and I make houses and redo apartments and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, um, so let's get into this first sim who I'm currently making, and honestly, ooh, wow, she is freaking awesome. I feel like I say this every time, but she's kind of that sim that I'm like, I kind of wanted to make her a mean girl, but then I was like, I just couldn't. Like, I really couldn't, you guys. I really couldn't. And I've been wanting to make a mean girl sim for so long, and it's on my list of things to do, but not with this one. Not with this one. I couldn't do it. When I made her, I was just like, no, I love her too much. No. She can't be mean. So I decided to go off of that and make my sim Freya Hathaway. That's her name. She's a very, very well off sim. She comes from a long background of being of very old money, to be honest. And her traits are gonna be hot-headed, goofball, and self-absorbed. And she wants to be a computer whiz because she loves computers, she loves gaming, she loves programming, all that kind of stuff. She loves anything to do with computers at all. And I debated on giving her freckles for a while, and I didn't know if I wanted there to be something specific going on with her skin or whatnot, but she is the roommate that actually owns the house, you guys. But yeah, I ultimately decided to keep her skin pretty smooth and just not have a ton of things going on. I felt like I did that with a different sim later on, which I ultimately decided to go ahead and do that. And yeah, when I make Freya, I loved her so much. I was like, she just looks like a Barbie. Like, she's a whole Barbie doll, and I just love her. She just looks like a little doll, and I love that, because I've never really made like a sim particularly inspired by a doll, but she just turned out looking like that, and I was like, whoa, okay, cool, that works. So with Freya, I have a bit to go on about, you guys. This girl is crazy smart. So she, did computer science as a kid growing up, and she's always thought it was really cool. So she's of course gonna go into like programming and all of that kind of stuff, because that's what interests her. That's what gets her blood boiling, all that kind of stuff. And of course, she loves video games, which is why her very first outfit that I make is like all white and pink and decked out, and it's just like, I don't know, it just looks to me like this whole like girly gamer kind of side to her. And then her other two outfits look like the other parts of her, because I think with her, she definitely has different sides to her that she shows off a lot, and just depending on the situation and who she's around and who she's with, of course, she doesn't particularly show it all the time. But that's the actually cool thing about her. I feel like Freya isn't exactly who you expect her to be just by looking at her. You think like, oh, maybe she's like some kind of beauty queen or something. And it's like, no, she's like heavy into freaking computers. And, her looks are, of course, misleading, because, I just really wanted to express the fact that, people don't always look how you think they are, and looks are really deceiving. And for Freya, that's definitely true, because I feel like I definitely made her with like a Barbie doll kind of thought process, but then in actuality, when I think of her personality, like, she's just really one of those like really giving and sweet people who just may have a little bit of a temper, because she just have she's a little hot-headed, just a little bit, but she's a total goofball, and she just wants to make people around her happy and make sure her family and friends are all okay, because she does have this little friend group she kind of created for herself out of nowhere. And I think it's really cool, because to see them all move in together, I think it's going to be the best part when I make their house, which I'm going to do sometime this week or next week for sure. I think I'm going to split it up, because it's going to be a pretty big house. I haven't made a house for more than like one or two people in a really long time, but yeah, I am excited about that. So that's enough about her. Also, just a big thing. you guys. I freaking love Freya. Her lifetime wish is to be a computer whiz, but I'm probably gonna switch that later on. Just saying, I'm probably gonna do that for everybody. Let's be honest here, people. No one is who you think they're gonna be by the end of this show. By the end of this. So next is Grayson. He is Grayson Rhodes. He is the military guy that's about to pop up in like just a second. Him. That's Grayson. Oh my god, I love him. He's a friend of the world. He's family oriented, good. He's like one of the first good Sims I've ever had. I've never used the good trait at all. And then I also popped a twist in here, and he's unflirty. Oh my gosh, like to be family oriented and unflirty, that's a little weird, but you know, whatever. At first I was gonna make him a goofball too, but then I was like, okay, I'm using this trait way too much, so I took that off. He is terrible at actually talking to girls in a romantic kind of way, but he's also a big family person, so he's always wanted to have his own like big family, and he comes from like a pretty decent sized family where he has like 3 crazy sisters, and he is, you know, the youngest, but he's also like really, no, he's not the youngest. Yes, he's the oldest. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm getting him mixed up with my other guy. He comes from this like really strict military family where like they have to have things a certain way, like their mom and dad were just very on them all the time. And for Grayson, I just felt like that was really where a lot of his values and stuff come from, and the fact that like he likes to cook, he likes to do all of these things, he likes to make things that are like, you know, neat and great looking and just immaculate types of things. But at the same time, it's like he never really learned how to talk to girls, and it's like you think him having 3 sisters, he knows how to talk to girls. He knows how to talk to girls in like the friendly way, but not like whenever he sees anything more. Like he's never really had that growing up, and I don't know, I just thought that would be really cool. He's a military guy, so he is going to be in the military career. I have not played with that yet, so I guess we'll see how that is. You know, I keep saying this like I'm going to make a series, and I'm not exactly sure. I haven't decided whether I want to make a series because I haven't played with them yet. I'm like, if I play with them and I decide to make a series, then it'll be a series. But if not, then I'm not sure. It's like I don't want to make any promises that I'm not sure on. So that's why I'm not exactly calling it a series or anything yet. I'm just saying that, you know, they're there. These roommates, these 3 roommates, they're there. They're people, okay? They're people. They're Sims, okay? And what else? Also, his 3 sisters are freaking nuts. They practically drove him crazy, which is why he ended up moving. Sorry, that was my foot. I had to crack my foot. But yeah, that's why he freaking moved out. He was like, I can't take this anymore. My sisters are nuts, and And then he met up with Freya when he was trying to look for a roommate, and she was like, oh yeah, well I have this other, you know, guy, he's gonna live with us. I'm pretty sure, I'm not, you know, 100% yet, but you know, I definitely want you. And I feel like Freya definitely saw Grayson and was like, oh geez, wow, he is super kind, super sweet. He's the dad, like, to be honest, to like Freya and Ash, he's a bit of a dad, because like that's just how his personality is. He's really caring, he's really family oriented, so that's kind of what he does. That's kind of the role he plays. It's like he plays the dad role, where it's like they go to him if they have any issues or having problems and and like just need someone to talk to. Like he's always there. But yeah, as I said, he comes from like his 3 crazy sisters, and he's just majorly sweet and so used to dealing with all their drama and all their problems. He's, you know, assumed this exact same role but in a different household completely. And you know, they kind of, Ash and Freya definitely lean on him emotionally for a lot of support, which he of course is more than happy to give. But at the same time, it's like he could definitely learn a thing or two from both Freya and Ash. Like, when you see Ash, oh my gosh. Okay, so I have to interrupt myself and say I made Ash twice. I made him twice. because I hated the first sim. I don't know what it was about him. I was like, this isn't what I wanted. This isn't, exactly what I thought it would be. And so I literally just went back and changed him like twice. And I remade him, and I was like, okay, this is a sim that feels right. Like the other sim, I was like, he looks nice, and he kind of honestly looks the exact same, but it's different too. Like I didn't want his eyes to be like that. I didn't want, his hair to be like that either. And I was just like, you know what, this isn't gonna work. And I changed it up, and I made the one that you see right now, who is freaking awesome. And there we go. It finally switched over. Okay, here we go. Ash. So this guy that I'm making right now is named Ash Lockwood, and he's the youngest guy in the household. He is a bit of a Devo, to be honest. He's a bit of a Devo, definitely. He's very caring. He has a big heart, but he ends up getting it lost to his friends. He gives so much. He always puts other people in front of him, like when it comes to his friends. And god dang it, I don't have my game open, so I can't see his traits. I think I gave him the traits of romantic. I'm pretty sure I gave him self-assured too. And I don't remember the last one, so I guess we'll see it at the end. Sorry guys. Dang, how did I not put any? Like, I literally put everything for everybody else except him, but it's really funny. But yeah. So cheerful. I gave him the cheerful trait. So yeah, cheerful, romantic, and whatever the other trait I said earlier. Those are the traits that I gave him. He is pretty much the only one that, how do I put this? See, oh my gosh, he looks like two of my favorite biases from this group. Well, no, the other one isn't a bias. The other one's my bias wrecker. I basically made him look like my bias and my bias wrecker at the same time, and it's really cool. I find it really cool because I think he looks like both of them. It's really weird, but yeah, he is so I gave him cheerful, self-assured, and the romantic trait because I don't know, I never really play with romantic sims to be honest, which is really funny. I played with cheerful sims like forever, but like romantic sims, I never really play with them. Whenever I know the traits do not match up right now, but when you download them in the gallery, they will have the traits that I say, not the ones that I picked in this video. Because when I made this video, I actually edited them a little bit more later on, which is funny. I just didn't record it. It was after I'd already made the video and after I'd finished editing it, and I was like, I'm not going back and putting anything else in because the changes that I made are really, really small. So there's that. With Ash, he grew up a little differently than the other two. The other two had really loving families who were always really supportive and right there for him, and Ash just did not have that. He is very cheerful. He's very like bubbly and always down to make new friends, and I gave him the master mixologist, but I think I'm going to end up giving him something else later on just because it was more of a filler type thing, and then I just never changed it. And I decided to give him all these tattoos because I was like, I downloaded a whole bunch of tattoos, like a whole gaggle of freaking tattoos, which I'm surprised I didn't give Freya tattoos, but it's cool. Yeah, so Ash is, oh my gosh, he was supposed to be terrible with fashion, and then, Grayson was supposed to be the guy that was, more into fashion, but it totally switched while I was making them, and it just worked, to be honest. Ash is really into fashion. He really likes, fashion, clothes, all that kind of stuff. He loves accessories. He loves accessorizing and all that kind of stuff. He does all of the things, to be honest. So yeah, I gave him self-assured, cheerful, and eventually give him romantic. I was gonna do jealous at first, but then I was like, no, like that's dumb. And then I ended up making Grayson unflirty because I feel like that's what worked for him. And I go in, and right now I'm editing all of their clothes because I did not do it in the first, like when I initially made them, and then I went to sleep, and then I woke back up, and then bam. So Ash was actually raised by his mom. Oh no, actually, yeah, his mom. His mom was always really bright and happy, and so that's really where he got it from. And no matter like what hard thing they were going through, no matter like they were very, very poor, and like she would like scrounge around and have to like practically forage for food for him to eat, not even her, but just for him to be able to eat. She would have to like forage and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, I just, when I thought about this, it made me so sad, because I was just like, oh my gosh, like why does he have to go through all this? And it's just, that's was his life when he was a kid. And so that's how he always saw his mom, like a shining beacon figure of just amazingness and brightness and happiness, no matter how hard life was for him. And so yeah, wow, honestly, I kind of just described my bias from the group that I kind of made him from. That's kind of crazy, but yeah. Anyways, Ash is hands down probably one of my favorite Sims ever. I don't know if I want to give him a serial romantic trait, because I just felt like that would have been too much. Like his whole life would have been focused on him, like dating dates and all that kind of stuff. And he's a pretty he invites a lot of people over, to be honest, whether they're friends, foes, whatever. He's inviting it over. So Freya's original hair color is gonna be black, but she dyes it a bunch of crazy colors, to be honest. I'm all down for it because it's awesome. See what I mean? I don't know why, but Ash just has his own freaking hair style when it comes to clothes, and I just felt like that was really, really weird for him, but I felt like it fit, because it kind of reminds me of a friend of mine who is really, really into fashion, and I just love his fashion sense. Like, it's really cool. And yeah, I just feel like that's them, you guys. I mean, I can't believe I'm over, and I, wasn't talking like freaking Speedy Gonzalez the whole time. I probably said I don't know how many times and used way too many filler words, because that's what I do. But I'll catch you guys next time on my computer. Thank you so much for watching, and if you made it this far, oh my gosh, this was 20 minutes of me chatting so hard about Sims that I'm really excited to play with, and hopefully I will stick to playing with. So I'll catch you guys next time, and the next video should be their part. Am I gonna do an apartment? I don't know whether I'm gonna do an apartment or a house, but you'll see when you see it. Okay, bye. Oh yeah, like, subscribe, and all those types of things, because I always forget to say that, because I don't know. If you want more of these guys, let me know. If you want me to do a series with these guys, let me know. If you guys want, a whole like rundown update of how their lives are in like 2 weeks, let me know. Okay, bye.